Welcome viewers to Northeast Ed Weekly News Roundup. The Guwahati High Court has directed Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh to file detailed affidavits addressing concern about the condition of central and district jails as highlighted in a recent inspection report. A division bench led by Chief Justice Vijay Bishnoi and Justice Kaushik Goswami instructed the states to detail actions taken on the inspection committee's recommendation, explain delays in implementation and provide timelines for enforcement. The court referred to an August 20 affidavit from the Registrar General which included findings from officials of the Assam State Legal Services Authority and prison departments in Guwahati and Jorhat. The report flagged poor jail condition and suggested improvements, but the four states have yet to respond. The court has set January 29, 2025 as the deadline for filing affidavits with comprehensive updates. The Nagaland Transparency, Public Rights Advocacy and Direct Action Organization NTPRADAO People's Justice has welcomed the formation of a 4-member Departmental Enquiry Committee DEC to investigate allegations regarding the implementation of the Jal Jeevan Mission JJM in Nagaland. Declaring the development a moral victory, the organization has indefinitely suspended its planned protests and agitation following the state government's agreement to its demand for an inquiry. The DEC, chaired by Commissioner and Secretary Corporation Zarantang Azung, includes Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin Director Guatilo Tab, Treasuries and Account Additional Director Amenla Jamir and PHE Deputy Secretary Amantoli Anar. As the people of Nagaland and Central Agency closely monitor the process, the organization pledged to act as a watchdog, ensuring the investigation is impartial and justice-oriented while warning against shielding any officials involved in corruption. Country Craft Development Society CCDS Chairman Aulemba has responded to allegations by the Congo-led NSCNK, terming them unfounded and calling for clarity. In a statement, Aulemba clarified that the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises MSME Government of India had approved a Common Facility Center CFC for wooden furniture cluster at Dimapur under the MSC Cluster Development Program. The Directorate of Industry and Commerce Nagaland serve as the nodal agency, while Nagaland Industrial Development Corporation NIDC Limited is the implementing agency. Aulemba emphasized that CCDS as a special purpose vehicle SPV manages day-to-day activities and maintenance of the CFC, but he as chairman is a co-promoter, beneficiary and not a contractor or supplier, countering the allegation. He added that the project is ongoing and details are available with the concerned government agency. Aulemba urged the public not to be misled by false accusation. Tensions flared in Kangpokpi on December 3, 2025 as an armed Kuki mob reportedly supported by militants attacked the SP office. The protest was sparked by frustration over central forces occupying Kuki bunkers and alleged militant strongholds targeting Meitei villages. The mob vandalized police vehicles, assaulted personnel and injured Kangpokpi Superintendent of Police Manoj Prabhakar, who is now in stable condition after being hospitalized with a head wound. Police used tear gas and mock bombs to disperse the crowd, but militants continued firing live rounds at the police station, leaving the situation volatile. The unrest followed the Superintendent of Police unfulfilled assurance to COTU leaders to replace central forces at Saibul with local units, igniting anger among protesters. By 7 p.m., demonstrators marched on the SP office, leading to violent clashes. The highway near the office remains a flashpoint, with protesters holding their ground despite a heavy crackdown, escalating fears of further unrest.